This afternoon we'll have the second presentation in the context of the ATSF, the Advanced Theological Studies Fellowship. And our brother JunSoo will present for us. He worked on a thesis with the name Confucian Questions to Augustine. Is my cultivation of self, your care of the soul. And what this phrase means, I think he will explain during his presentation. Mark is also a minister of the church in Scotland, St. Michael's Parish Church, and he's also part of a Korean Church Institute, a research institution. And then it's my honor and pleasure to greet Professor Sander Griffioen. He's here as the co-referent, respondent to Park. Professor Griffioen is, well, he needs some introduction, but I'll do it anyway.
Thank you very much for inviting me to Kampen Theological University. I especially thanks to Jos, Porter, Kus, Fonant, and Professor Sander Griffioen. Today I will talk on ritual in classical Confucian and St. Augustine. Why ritual? 3 days ago, we received quite shocking news from Britain. That is Britain's narrow votes in favor of leaving the European Union. This seems to quickly spread across Europe by calling for referendums on whether to keep the euro, given that each country feels reasoned in its own way. In Italy and Greece, where the economies are weak, they fume over German-imposed austerity. In France and the EU, is accused of being ultra-liberal. In Eastern Europe, traditional nationalists blame the EU for imposing cosmopolitan values like gay marriage. Brexit is also influencing the Netherlands. Many Dutch politicians expect the Netherlands' own membership of EU, possibly on Brexit, is likely to be a major election theme to elect a new government in March 2017. Far-right nationalist politicians such as Nigel Farage and Geert Wilders regard immigrants as the main problem of social disorder. They expect they can achieve happiness by rebuilding national borders and controlling immigration policy. However, such utilitarian approaches could not be a fundamental solution. As Michael McFaul, a former US ambassador in Moscow, argues, such utilitarian approaches give Putin's foreign policy further victories. He is now smiling at Britain.
Friend with the sinologist Lloyd Haft, and he told me over lunch that he was working with Berghouwer. So you see, they were not all of one mind, but Lloyd was almost a minority of one. On the whole, it is a hostile climate. You can tell that you often quote James Legge, who was a Scottish Calvinist.